Hi there, Lowell Alberts from Edmonton. This is the video edition of the fifth quarter, the first one of a new season, and let's hope the video is half as good as the football game we just watched. 25-10, BC defeating the Edmonton Eskimos. I'm not going to say it was a convincing win, but I think for the Lions you'd probably have to say it was a satisfying win. Satisfying because really after a preseason where there were so many question marks about this team, so many holes and changes made during the offseason, you just didn't really know. And some of the players admitted that they didn't know what kind of team they had. They were quietly confident, and they went out and proved it. I thought defensively was really the story of the game for the Lions. They forced 5 turnovers. They played very, very well in shutting down Ricky Ray throughout the game. Corey Banks, Anton McKenzie with huge forced fumbles. Also one from Solomon Aluminium on special teams. That was huge as well. But the Lions answered a lot of questions. Certainly on the offensive line, they only allowed Casey Printers to be dropped once. I thought they played consistent. When the Eskimos brought extra pressure, they did a reasonably good job of it. They were able to get enough on first down with Jamal Lee in there that the formations that they used were fairly effective. So that's another positive, good sign. Derek Armstrong led the way receiving, another positive sign. I think the only question, if you really wanted to analyze things, was probably the offense itself. Casey Printers looked like he was struggling. He talked about the game afterwards, saying that there was a lot more out there than he could have had. He thought that the team could have scored 40 points if he had been better. I have to agree with him. He had some ice on his knee and his ankle, and perhaps that was bothering him. He ran into a table during the game on the Edmonton sideline, and I think that affected his play as well. He was not cutting very well on this new field turf surface at Commonwealth Stadium. Didn't appear to be too many injuries to note, just on a quick sort of tour through to the dressing room after the game. They were working on Karan Williams a little bit after the game, but nothing really serious. Neither is the Printers injury, I think, at this point. All in all, a pretty darn good start to a season where there were a lot of questions. The Lions have to be feeling very good about themselves. They play the Saskatchewan Roughriders on Saturday. That will be a test based on their Riders game against the Alouettes, of course, last week. But it certainly sets the stage as a result of the Lions win tonight for what should be a good game on Saturday at Empire Stadium. Again, 25-10, BC, that's the fifth quarter from Edmonton.